Edmund Bartlett, Tourism Minister, Jamaica.
Minister Bartlett, thank you for joining Breaking Travel News here at FITUR Madrid. Here we are on day 2. How's it all going?
Very well. In fact, I am willing to wager that this is perhaps the biggest FITUR since COVID. I've seen, activity like I've never seen in many, many years. And certainly it's been very busy here at our stand and all around. What it means is that tourism now is back. Tourism and travel is back, and it has now exceeded pre-COVID levels. But the bigger news is that tourism and travel is set to grow exponentially over the next 25 years. That it's expected that we will double the number of visitors that we currently have. So last year, 24, we got to 1.4 billion, which is where we were in 2019. Now we're going, I understand, for the next 1.5 billion. So you're going to have 3 billion tourists on planet Earth in the next 25 to 30 years now. Preparation to accept these tourists is what has to happen. And the question as where they're coming from has to be asked. So one of the concerns that I think we, as the providers of the tourism experiences, have to consider is what are the new profiles of the market that are going to emerge, and how do you then build products around those profiles. And Jamaica is preparing itself in this regard. We've established the Jamaica Center for Tourism Innovation, which is our pathway institution to certify workers, but more importantly, to examine trends as to how, for example, the technologies are going to impact the experiences of tourism in the future, and how do we retrain and reorient and upskill to respond to what these new technologies are going to offer. So we're into innovation in Jamaica. We had to do that for COVID, and since COVID we have only expanded and grown. The second institutional capacity building activity that we have engaged in is to build out the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center. The UN having declared February 17th as Global Tourism Resilience Day on the instance of Jamaica offers us an opportunity for a global observation. And of course, this year will be the third renewal of the celebration, and we will do that in Jamaica, in Green Island, in Negril, at the Princess Hotel. And we're inviting the global community to share with us, whether online, or physically there. Because we have to build capacity now to respond to climate change and to the varying vicissitude, of weather and human action, whether it be wars, or it be economic disruptions, or, it be seismic disruption, and now cyber disruption, and that's a big one. So the conference that we're doing to observe Global Tourism Day will be focusing around cyber security. So we'll be looking at the impact of cyber incidences on the stability and sustainability of tourism. And we're excited to invite the world to share in that discussion and that discourse on the 17th of February 2025.
Here we are in FITUR Madrid. Tell me a little bit about how important the Latin and Spanish markets are for Jamaica, and also as part of that bigger growth vision that you sort of set out in this conversation.
Right. So we begin on the basis of the KPIs that I established in 2020, notwithstanding COVID, to have 5 million visitors in 5 years and to earn $5 billion for the country. So 5 by 5 by 5. Now last year was year 4, and we achieved 4 by 4 by 4. We had 4.3 billion in US earnings and we had 4.27 million visitors in year 4. So this year is our year to achieve 5 by 5 by 5 in 25. And the whole push is to expand the existing markets, of course, but to our next new markets. And the Latin American and Spanish areas are part of that new frontier. So we have new flights coming out of South America. We have LATAM that started its first round on the 1st of December, and it's continuing rotations throughout the winter and into the year. Then we're talking with Avianca, we're talking in Brazil with Azul, and we're talking also with expanding, Arajet and a number of other smaller airlines within the Latin America and the Caribbean area. So Jamaica must become the most connected destination in the Caribbean for Latin America and for South America in general. Now on to Spain and the Southern European areas. We've been talking with some of our big partners, and we're talking with TUI and other big players to work through an arrangement for scheduled charters to come out of Spain and Portugal direct into Montego Bay. Those discussions are ongoing, and we are hoping that before the year is out, we can be able to announce a program of direct flights out of these parts into Jamaica.
And finally, just some closing remarks for everyone watching this interview.
Well, the industry that drives a global recovery is here, tourism, and it has recovered from COVID with a bang. We now need to build capacity all around and to recognize that ideas are what drives our tourism experiences, that what enables us to build out on the profiles, the psychographic profiles of the market. We know people travel to fulfill their passions. Find out these passion points and build products around them.
Minister Bartlett, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.